Hello everyone, welcome to the third part of the chapter Real Numbers. Today I am going to teach you the very interesting and important topic of this chapter, that is revisiting irrational numbers. Means here we talk about proving of irrationality of the numbers. Okay, but before I commence the topic, let's recall what is irrational numbers. The numbers which can't be written in the form of p by q are known as irrational numbers, where p and q belongs to the integers and q not equal to the 0. For the example, like root 2, root 7, root 3, pi and so on. Students, we all are know that these numbers are irrational numbers, but how can we prove it? So here we talk about the proving of these numbers. But before proving this, let's try to understand the concept of this theorem. And the statement is that let p be a prime number, and if p divides a square, then p divides a, where a is a positive integer. Students, we have to understand the concept of this theorem because in this proving we use this statement. Okay, so the concept is that if p be a prime number and if p is a prime factor of a square, then it is also a prime factor of a. That means if p divides a square, so p also divide a. Okay, try to understand with the help of this example. Okay, because this example will help you to understand the concept of this theorem easily. Here let p is equal to 2 and a is equal to 4 square, that means 16. So if 2 divides 16, then 2 also divide 4. This is the statement or concept of this theorem. But student, this is only the example, this is not the proving of this theorem. Okay, so that means if 2 divides 16, that means 4 square, then 2 also divides 4, because if 2 is a prime factor of 16, so 2 is also a prime factor of 4. Okay, now prove that root 2 is irrational numbers. Here we use the method of contradicts. Method of contradicts means we oppose the given statement. Yeah, we say that the given statement is false. Okay, let us assume that root 2 is a rational number by using method of contradicts. Okay, so if root 2 is rational number, there exist two positive integers a and b such that root 2 is equal to a by b, where the condition is that a by b is in its simplest form. That means highest common factor between them is 1. Yeah, a and b are co-prime. Now we have to eliminate the root sign. So on squaring both sides, after squaring we get 2 is equal to a square by b square. Now transposing b square on the other side, we get 2b square is equal to a square. Now here in next step we use the statement of previous theorem, that is 2b square is equal to a square. Here left hand side equal to the right hand side. That means 2b square, that is b square is multiple of 2. So 2b square is easily divided by 2. If 2b square is divided by 2 and 2b square is equal to a square, that means a square is also divided by 2. So if 2 divides a square, where 2 is a prime number, so if 2 divides a square, then according to the statement of the theorem, 2 divides a also. Okay, this is your first equation. Now if 2 divides a, so we can write it in the form of a is equal to 2c for some integers c. Now again squaring, we get a square is equal to 4c square. Okay, now replace a square by 2b square. Look at here. Here we look at this. 2b square is equal to the a square. So we replace a square by 2b square. then we get 2b square is equal to 4c square. After solving this, we get b square is equal to 2c square. Again the same conditions. That means 2 square is divided by 2. So b square is also divided by 2. If 2 divide b square, so 2 also divide b. This is your equation number 2. So here we see that 2 divide a and 2 divide b also. That means 2 is a common factor of a and b both. But here the condition is that a and b are co-prime. That means their highest common factor is only 1. But in last we get 2 is a common factor of both a and b. That means our supposition is wrong. That is root 2 is not a rational number. Root 2 is a irrational number. Okay. So with the help of this proving, you can easily prove root 3, root 5, root 7 is an irrational numbers. Okay. Now come to the some another result of this topic, that is here we prove a, it is given that a is a rational and b is irrational. Then prove that sum of rational plus irrational is irrational. You know that this all are the properties, that is rational plus irrational is always irrational, yeah, division of a rational and irrational is always irrational, yeah, multiplication, yeah, subtraction of rational and irrational is always equal to the irrational number. Okay, that means any operations between rational and irrational always equal to the irrational number. So here in this theorem we proved it, sum of rational and irrational is equal to the irrational number. Here it is given that a is a rational number and b is an irrational number. So there are two methods to solving these types of sums. First method is that let a be a rational and root b be irrational. Then we have to prove that a plus root b is irrational. It is given. So we use method of contradicts. If possible, let a plus root b is a rational number. Okay. It is given that a plus root b is irrational number. We have to prove this. But here we let a plus root b be a rational number. So a plus root b is rational and a is also rational. It is given that. And we know that difference of a rational is always a rational number. So when we subtract a plus root b and a, we get a plus root b minus a plus a minus a cancel out, we get root b. And so root b is also rational. But this contradicts the fact that root b is irrational, because it is given that in the statement that root b is irrational. But in last we get root b is rational. So it is not possible. So our assumption is wrong. A plus root b is an irrational number. Okay. Now let's see the second method. Here we use the method of contradicts. We let a plus root b is rational. So we can write in the form of p by q, where p and q are co-primes and q not equal to 0. So here a plus root b is equal to p by q. Okay. Now here a is a rational and root b is an irrational. So now transposing a on the other side, we get root b is equal to p by q minus a. After solving this, we get root b is equal to p minus qa by q. So here in right hand side, we see that p, q, a, all these are integers. So p minus qa by q must be a rational number. But in left hand side we see that root b is irrational. So irrational never be equal to the rational. Okay, that means rational not equal to the irrational number. So our supposition is wrong, that is a plus root b is an irrational number. Okay student, so with the help of these two methods you can easily prove the irrationality of the numbers. Okay, that's all for today class. So go through the worksheet 4 and 5 and try to solve it. Thank you. Have a nice day.